Was the 1975 New York Islanders playoff run due to the Barnum and Bailey circus and elephant dung? Before 1975, only one other team had climbed back from a 3-0 deficit in the NHL playoffs. That team being the 1942 Toronto Maple Leafs, when they beat the Detroit Red Wings in the Stanley Cup Final. After beating the New York Rangers in 3 games at Madison Square Garden, the Islanders found themselves down 3-0 to the Pittsburgh Penguins. They came to the conclusion that they had been more successful at Madison Square Garden, as they had not won a home playoff game yet at Nassau Coliseum, nor had they won a game on the road in Pittsburgh. At the Garden during their series, the Barnum and Bailey circus was happening at the same time. One of the main attractions was, of course, the elephants, and elephants produce a lot of dung. The team decided that this was the needed ingredient to get the Isles on track. They sent a team rep to go and snag some elephant droppings from Madison Square Garden to help turn the Islanders' fortunes around. On April 20th, 1975, the Islanders took the ice down 3-0 to Pittsburgh. With the pachyderm droppings in tow, the Islanders finally won and took Game 4. The poo traveled with them to Pittsburgh, and lo and behold, they would take Game 5. The Islanders realized that something was happening. In Game 6, they went on with a win as well, tying the series at 3, and then Game 7, the Islanders won in a 1-0 shutout of the Pittsburgh Penguins. They would take the poo with them in the next series against the Philadelphia Flyers. Again, though, the Islanders would go down 3-0, then unbelievably racked off 3 wins to tie the series and force another Game 7. Sadly, the Islanders' elephant dung magic ran out, and they lost Game 7 to the Flyers. Flyers would eventually win the Stanley Cup that year. In 1975, the Islanders were not really expected to make a deep playoff run. They had entered as the 5th seed and finished with 88 points on the year. Their leading scorer was Dennis Potvin, who is a future Hall of Famer and ranked as one of the top 100 players of all time. He is also considered one of the greatest NHL defensemen ever to lace up the skates. It's an overall bizarre playoff run for a team that was not supposed to do much. Winning 3 series, let alone overcoming 2 3-0 deficits to force Game 7s, was impressive in and of itself. Playoff run would show, though, that the Isles were on the verge of becoming one of the most dominant teams in the NHL. Just 4 years later, they would win 4 straight Stanley Cups from 1980 to 1983. So, did elephant poop fertilize the seeds of an Islanders dynasty? Chances are it was a combination of great talent, great coaching, and great fans. Teams, though, find the oddest traditions and sparks and run with them until they burn out. Either way, the Islanders of this era were a really good team, and were on the verge of one of the most dominating runs not only in NHL history, but sports history as well. I want to thank you for watching this episode from Everything Has History. Please give me a like, share this video, add a comment, and subscribe to Everything Has History. I'll see you on the next episode.